toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Huskers will kick it away to start. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Oklahoma's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, bro.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen again.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it at the 30. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So Nebraska's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And they just want to give... a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right on the money. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 3rd down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the change impossible. And it's in. Despite some serious arm strength shown there.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Quick pass on the fly motion. And some room to work. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Huskers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes a grab for a big play. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Mateer. Under fire. He makes a catch. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still running at the 40. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Sooners are flying down the field.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Sooners will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. Drop the... And they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the ball. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. One final play before the end end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires left. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, better look out. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick completion on the out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big But he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Got it behind the lines. It's key. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. He's such a swagger that he brings to the offense, and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Finding open areas. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Under fire. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on. So far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Little touch pass to the receiver. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Reels it in down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. Look out, he's got room. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hands it off. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Cornhuskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Using his feet to buy time. That's caught. It's Sategna. Turning on the Jets. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tatum.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Caught close to the marker. It's Sategna. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Gets it to him on the screen. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The short hands, it's Parker. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hunter. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the returner goes down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Looking for a big play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver are just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Rayoma. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Nebraska! That one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing the go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
He wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Stumbled to the ground. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wants to change this route. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal. The coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now on first down from the 30. Dropping back, it's Mateer. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Thomas. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Fighting off the defender. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go.
Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not one, not two, not three. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. But they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 11 over Akron. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They wheeled off a long touchdown drive the last. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking the secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Find some fresh air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Got it in the middle. It's Markway. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback. It's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush. Sometimes it's a 3-man rush. Sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. That's reeled in. It's Wheeler. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Back to throw. It's Raiola. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it in, more than enough for a first down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Cornhuskers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Markway. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna look downfield again. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense has it, they're on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Nebraska, 25.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
I know exactly what I have. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They booted away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. Move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. The throw. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy...
He'll take a shot. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Huskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got an open man. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Back to pass. It's Raiola. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it up. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared.